today on 15 on 15.
The CEO of the Aruba Airport Authority, James Fazio, is selected as the island's Man of the Year. Plus, St. Nicholas has their first end-of-the-year celebration. And Aruba's own windsurfing queen, Sarakita Ofringa, premieres her first movie. Thank you for joining us on another edition of 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV with Daniela Piazzi. Let's start off the show with our latest local news topics. The CEO of the Aruba Airport Authority received some good news upon welcoming the new year. After the voting polls have been gathered and counted, Mr. James Fazio has been named Man of the Year by the Prestige Awards nonprofit organization. The Prestige Awards is a non-profit organization which strives to give recognition to key members of the Aruban community. Mr. Fazio moved to the island just a bit more than a year ago and ever since has been working nonstop to improve the passenger flow at the Aruba airport. He tells us a little more about how he got started in the aviation business.
Well, originally I came here about 15 months ago. I worked for Schiphol in New York City at JFK Airport. And I was approached in the spring of 2014 with an opportunity to come here. I thought it'd be a great opportunity to make a difference. A place like New York is very big. It's very hard to move the ship, so to speak. Here, it's a smaller environment, less bureaucracy, and I felt this was just a great opportunity to come and make a difference here, and so I jumped at the chance.
The Aruba airport has not seen an expansion or renovation since the year 2000, and within these past 15 years, the airport traffic has nearly tripled. Once Mr. Fazio came on board, the AAA team knew there were plenty of projects to get started on. In his short time at the airport, you can say that he has done more than anyone has done in the past decade.
Some of those longer-term projects are going to take several years to realize, and so this year, we needed to get a few things done with some sense of urgency, and that was namely automating some of our border processes. And so we have the ABC gates that we've implemented with the local immigration and APC kiosks at the U.S. preclearance. We have mobile check-in positions now we're using at our non-U.S. check-in area. We've streamlined our security checkpoints to make them flow a lot more efficiently. And so I think many of the things we set out to try to accomplish this year short term, we're there. We're in the high season. It's working well, and it's only preparing us for this longer term plan.
A big accomplishment that the Aruba Queen Beatrix Airport received was the international recognition for the revolutionary Happy Flow project.
Yes, the Happy Flow project is actually quite exciting. It's the first time an airport's using facial recognition to identify a passenger through the whole process. And we've been recognized by our peers in the industry globally. Now think about that. The aviation industry, the entire world, there's airports all over, have acknowledged Aruba Airport and our partners, Schiphol, the government of Aruba, Vision Box, KLM, for pioneering this technology. And, this is ground zero for that. And so we're getting a lot of attention in the industry about it. We think it's going to take off at some point in the future. We continue to pilot it. We want to add additional airlines in 2016 to this program. And it's also been outstanding for introducing technology to our local immigration officials, who are a bit skeptical about it. And as we piloted this, they really embraced the technology, allowed us to expand that program and really make a difference here at the border.
Tune in on our next edition of 15 on 15 to find out what are the airport's plans for 2016 and what drives the AAA team. Moving forward, the world received breaking news from the White House on Tuesday morning as President Barack Obama took matters into his own hands and made a variety of executive decisions regarding gun control in the United States. During an emotional speech at the White House, President Barack Obama announces a series of executive actions aimed at reducing gun violence, which is indeed an issue he has promised to work on throughout his presidency. Obama spoke movingly about several victims of gun violence and even got emotional when remembering children killed at an elementary school shooting.
Anybody in the business of selling firearms must get a license and conduct background checks or be subject to criminal prosecutions. We're going to do everything we can to ensure the smart and effective enforcement of gun safety laws that are already on the books. which means we're going to add 200 more ATF agents and investigators. We're going to require firearms dealers to report more lost or stolen guns. We're going to do more to help those suffering from mental illness get the help that they need. So, high-profile mass shootings tend to shine a light on those few mentally unstable people who inflict harm on others, but the truth is that nearly 2 in 3 gun deaths are from suicides. We're going to boost gun safety technology. Today, many gun injuries and deaths are the result of legal guns that were stolen or misused or discharged accidentally. In 2013 alone, more than 500 people lost their lives to gun accidents, and that includes 30 children younger than 5 years old. In the greatest, most technologically advanced nation on earth, there is no reason for this.
Amongst these executive actions, Obama announces there will be much stricter background checks. Secondly, the checks themselves will be updated and improved to fit all of today's databases. Thirdly, Obama has announced that they will be investing $500 million in mental health care, as studies have shown that most suicides are caused by mental illness. And finally, there will be more research on gun safety technology. The president states, if we can use fingerprint scannings to unlock our phones, it should be the same for guns. And if children can open an aspirin bottle, they should not be able to accidentally fire guns. We'll be back with more English news after a quick commercial break. When we come back, St. Nicholas closes off the year with a bang. Thank you for staying tuned to 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV. For many years, residents of St. Nicholas have had to drive to Oranjestad for all New Year celebrations. For now, the first year, the St. Nicholas Business Development Organization has put together a Christmas/New Year's/Carnival celebration all in one right in the heart of the region. Check it out. When looking around this end-of-the-year event held in St. Nicholas's own Carnival Village, all you could see were smiles and genuine joy from the community. Everyone was invited to this completely free night with a kids' corner, snack stands, live music, and food competitions included. The community gathered to give thanks to the past year and welcome the new with St. Nicholas's first major fireworks show. All in all, the organization can say their event was a success, and so can the community.
I'm having a wonderful time. I think when you look at the crowd, whoever came with the idea, it's a great idea to see people coming out and enjoying themselves. All the kids are having fun, so it's all positive.
Nice, man. Nice vibe. It's good to see that, a lot of people come out. It's a blessing. St. Nicholas need life again, and that's what we're looking for. So, you yourself see what's going on, so.
Fantastic, man. Couldn't be better. You know what I mean? Hey, this is a good occasion, you know what I mean? Hey, it's around the Christmas, just after the Christmas holidays, but it's fantastic. Carnival, Christmas, everything makes up together in one.
Even Aruba's own St. Nicholas-born minister Mike de Mesa was enjoying the night.
Yeah, wonderful, man, wonderful. We just enjoying. Yes, St. Nicholas, boy.
Moving forward, today the Aruba BirdLife Conservation Foundation released their annual edition of the Aruba BirdLife Calendar. The BirdLife Sanctuary has always been very dear to the Aruban community and government. It has always been clear that this habitat should always remain untouched for the sake of these animals. Each year, this organization releases a calendar for all of their supporters, and all of the funds made with these sales will go back into protecting these birds. This is the 8th year in a row that the edition is released, and the Foundation's goal for 2016 is to release a book and checklist of the 192 species that can be found on the island. This will be used for Aruba schools to use as an educational tool. Coming up next is details on the official release of Kabebusha, a story about a young Aruban windsurfer conquering titles worldwide. So stay tuned. After the break, the community is invited to attend the premiere of Kabebusha. Thank you for staying tuned to 15 on 15. Aruba's World Windsurf Champion is back on the island after a rigorous year of competing and traveling around the globe. On her travels, this young, talented athlete filmed her adventures that she would like to now share with the Aruban community. Since the beginning of 2015, this young athlete set a goal ahead to compete in all windsurf disciplines, which are slalom, freestyle, and waves. Though this year an adventure was tough, Saraquita proudly comes back home with 2 world titles in her hands.
Yeah, so I've been competing in all 3 disciplines this year. I did freestyle, slalom, and wave. I won the freestyle title in summertime. That was my 8th world title. And then slalom was the last competition in New Caledonia, which is a French island northeast of Australia. And I actually finished 2nd there, but I won the first 2 previous competitions in Korea and Turkey. And with the points combined, I won the overall slalom title as well.
In this documentary, Saraquita is followed around the world to the most picturesque scenes a windsurfer can dream of. But what makes this movie especially unique is that it is the first to have a female protagonist. Also, instead of focusing purely on the windsurfing action, it sheds some light on the life and struggles of a professional windsurfer.
It took us 8 months to film this. We went to Australia, Iceland, Turkey, Canary Islands, Aruba, all over the world. He followed me with the camera and he decided to make a portrait of me. So instead of focusing on only action and showing the nice places on earth, he focused on me as a person, on how I handle traveling and being, and competing all by myself and stuff like that. So besides competing in all disciplines, I also made the movie, which was a lot of work, but in the end very satisfying because I won the title in freestyle, I won the title in slalom, and finally seeing the end product of the movie was amazing. So it was a good year.
Saraquita, along with the film crew, first premiered the movie in Germany, and the feedback was beyond expectations.
To make it different from the other movies, first of all, I was the lead girl in the movie, and it's not only focused on action, it's more of a portrait. So, and in the end, we made it happen. People were very surprised with how it turned out, but still we had really positive comments about it, so they liked it.
Sick movie, man. Yeah, really, really nice.
Sick. Awesome.
Sick. Movie of the year. So sick.
What's the movie?
Really nice movie. Really emotional, inspiring.
Really nice. Amazing.
Jacob, was it the real Australia?
Yeah, it was pretty raw Australia. It's about as tough as it gets sometimes.
Excellent. Very good. Saraquita's great ambassador for windsurfing and a great person. Really nice film.
Awesome, really nice. I loved it, actually. Yeah.
The community is invited to join at the movie premiere on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. at the theaters at Paseo Herencia. Along with the release of Cabé Bouchard, there will be a signing of a limited edition photo book, which includes on-site scenery photos and stories written by Saraquita herself. Besides the premiere on Thursday, Cabé Bouchard will be continued to play in theaters throughout the weekend, so be sure you do not miss out on it. Thank you so much for watching. These were your local news updates and trending lifestyle topics. Be sure to like our 15 on 15 Facebook and Instagram page for all of your latest news updates. Also be sure to tune back in tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. for more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV. See ya then.